Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Amber from Amber's Books and More, and today I have a book haul. So I have gotten a lot of books really quickly for some reason. I know the reason, I'll tell you why. But basically I had a really bad day one day and I went online and I bought a bunch of books. And then today I had a book date with Rosie at Red Door Reader. And we bought a bunch of books. So I'm just gonna, let's get started. So first we're going to talk about this huge deck of books that I bought online on Amazon and Book Outlet. So these first two are from Becky Albertalli. It is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and The Upside of Unrequited. You've probably seen this one if you watched my Contemporary-a-thon TBR video. And I wanted this edition of this one because I think he's just the cutest little thing and I like it better than the original cover. But yeah. And then the next two books that I got were book 1 and book 2 of The 1000th Floor. These are just beautiful covers. They both have, like, this one has gold on the end pages. This one has silver on the end pages. And this is basically kind of a dystopian. It's The 1000th Floor and The Dazzling Heights. Even the spines on these things are really pretty. And I just know that these are kind of more a dystopian type sci-fi-ish book. And I'm really excited because it sounds really good. So I'm sorry if I don't talk about these books very much. I have so many that I just kind of want to fly through them and tell you what I got. Because I have a lot. So the next one was my Book of the Month Club book for February, and it's called The Broken Girls and is by Simone St. James. I don't really know much about it except that it's a thriller and it had a cool looking cover, and I like thrillers. So that's the one I picked. So the next book I got on Book Outlet, it's a book that I've read before, but I was doing it as a traveling book, so I didn't really feel like I had time to read it, and I tell everybody I didn't really like it, but I do want to give it a second chance. So I decided to go ahead and get my own copy because so many people love it. Obviously I missed something out of it. I need to give it another shot. But that's The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I had to do it. Like, so many people enjoy it. What did I miss? Why do I not like it? So I think if I try to give it another shot, read it a little slower, maybe I'll like it better. I don't know. We'll see. So this next book was just a random one that I saw on Book Outlet, and it's called The Town That Forgot to Breathe by Kenneth J. Harvey. Now, see, this is a very smooth cover, and while I was at Half Price Books today, they had a really cool cover, but I already had this cover. But it looked the same. It just had this, like, stuff on it. I don't know. It was really cool. But this is basically about, like, a mysterious illness that takes over this town, and these crazy things start happening. And it's said to be like spine tingling and chilling, and it looked really cool, and I decided to just go ahead and pick it up. So the next book, I don't really know much about what it's actually about, but so many people on BookTube have talked about it that when I saw it on Book Outlet, I decided to just go ahead and grab it. And that is Bird Box by Josh Mellerman, and he's a bit of a little hottie there, you know. Let me get my face out. I like him, so we'll see how this goes. This next one was another thriller that was just on Book Outlet that it kept showing me over and over, like, hey, you probably would like this based on your reading history. And it's Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I don't know what it's about, but it looks thriller. I don't know. Cover buy, guys. I'm a bad cover buyer. And then the last book that I got off of Book Outlet was Agatha Christie, And Then There Were None. I've heard so many great things about this book, and I've never read Agatha Christie, that I decided to just go ahead and start with this one because I've heard such good things about it. So the next couple of books I bought at a book signing. My library was hosting Melissa Albert and Julie Murphy, and they were doing a book signing, like a Q&A, and so I decided to go ahead and go. And I picked up a couple of books there, so I'll show you what I got. The first is The Hazelwood. Look how beautiful that is. By Melissa Albert. This is her debut novel, and it is about kind of creepy fairy tales. I have already read this. I had an ARC that I went ahead and read, and she did sign it to Amber, and she put "Take Me," or I went out to the Hazelwood, and she was so funny and sweet, and I absolutely loved meeting her. And then also at the signing was Julie Murphy, and so I went ahead and picked up Dumplin' and Ramona Blue. I've heard good things about both of these, and she signed them. So this one says, Amber, y'all hail the queen. And then I really like what she put in Ramona Blue. She put Amber, float until you can swim. And I thought that was really cool, and I really am excited to get to these. And I might actually put one of those, either Dumpling or Ramona Blue, into, probably Ramona Blue, into my Contemporary-a-thon TBR, maybe push something else out. I haven't really decided yet. But she also gave me kind of a poster of the book that follows up Dumpling called Puddin', and she also signed it here. She signed this in person, so it's not like it was just like that. She did sign it as she was giving them out, and it has stuff about her other books on it, and so I think that's kind of cool to have from the signing. Okay, so now I have the books I picked up today at Half Price Books. So my friend Rosie over at Red Door Reader had never been to the big, you know, like main store, I don't forget what they call it, at Half Price Books. And so I was like, you gotta go, let's go. So we went, and I got a lot of stuff. Like, I got a lot of stuff, guys. So the first thing I got was Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I do want to read this. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. I have all of Marissa Meyer's books, so I decided, what am I waiting for? Just read it. Come on. The next one I got for one reason. So this is Misery by Stephen King. I will take these Half Price Book stickers off once I get done filming. And I have read Misery, and I do really like this cover if I can get it without the glare. It fits the story very well. But what made me grab this book, oh my god, look at this picture of Stephen King. Oh, I judge you. I judge you. Oh my god, me and Rosie laughed about this thing for like an hour. It's so great. I had to have it. So I picked up a couple other Stephen King books. I also picked up Under the Dome. I've never seen this edition before, but it's a very floppy paperback. And I have read this. I read this way back in the day, but I sold my hard copy back to Half Price Books years ago because an ex bought it for me. But I have read this and I do enjoy it. It's a big chunky floppy little sucker, so I'm really excited to have this back on my shelf in this beautiful edition. And there is kind of a funny little picture, but he's half covered up. But this one I'm excited about. And I may reread it again one day. I don't know. So the other Stephen King, I bought two more Stephen King. So this second to last Stephen King that I bought is one that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and it's the 11/22/63. It's once again like a big floppy paperback. I love these. I mean, it's just so floppy. I love it. It's got a newer picture of him on here. But I know this has to do with like the assassination of JFK, and it has like, you know, the picture, you know, that happened here in Dallas. So I'm excited to read this. So the last Stephen King book I bought is another one that I have already read, and it was $2. It was on sale, and it's The Cell, and it has a great picture of him in the back. But it was on sale for $2, and I have read it, but I borrowed this one from my library when I read it a few years ago. But I'm excited to have this because I do want to read it again one day. Maybe once Natasha over at My Reading is Odd, once she gets to this book, maybe I will read it while she's reading it so I can kind of hear her thoughts on it. I don't know. So I also picked up a graphic novel that I've already read, but I didn't have a physical copy, and I want to get this entire series in physical, and that is Paper Girls, and this is by Brian K. Vaughan. He wrote the Saga series. I love this graphic novel series, and I've been wanting to pick it up, and since it was only a few dollars at Half Price Books, I decided to get it. I just absolutely love this beautiful artwork, which all the artwork that Brian K. Vaughan, I love the series. It's kind of like a sci-fi, a more sci-fi Stranger Things, and it's so good. I love it. And another book that I've read before, and I don't know why I'm feeling, like I was there and I was feeling so nostalgic. Like I wanted books that I've read before but didn't still have copies of for some reason. But that is a Nora Roberts book, and it's called Jewels of the Sun, and it's a book one of the Gallaghers of Ardmore. So this is a trilogy that she wrote based on Irish, and I remember reading it a long time ago. It has deckled edges. I really like this book. It was really good, and I decided I wanted to have it has like a little mappy type thing in here. I decided I wanted to have this series back in my life, so I got the first one, and I'll work my way on adding them to my shelf. Hey look, a book I finally have not read yet. Well, that is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Eliot Sainz. so many people talk about this one. I wanted to see what the hype was about, and it was on sale for $5, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. The next one I picked up was a book that I've seen around, and the concept really intrigues me, but I know that a lot of people did not like it, but I decided I wanted to give it a shot of my own since it was only a few dollars. It's identical, and this is by Ellen Hopkins. This is very shiny, but it's basically a story told in like poems, I think, and it's different. And I definitely am intrigued enough to want to get it. And these were like super weird and like short. When they were lined up at half-price books, it looked so weird, but I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see. I'm down to the last couple of books now. So I also picked up Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I know this is one of Chelsea's favorite adult Rainbow Rowell books, and I'm interested in it. And I might actually also put this one in Contemporary Thon. Why is my TBR like changing constantly? I have no idea. But I've heard that this is based on like an email, phone. No, that's landline. It's a phone. Email? I don't know. It's a work romance, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I also picked up Nora Roberts' Blood Brothers, book 1 of the Signs of Seven trilogy. So this one was a recommendation for me from Rosie over at Red Door Reading. She really loved this series, and she thought that since I previously did enjoy Nora Roberts' writing, and that this one is more of a paranormal type story, that I would really enjoy it. So I told her I'd give it a shot, and we will see how it goes. The last book, the very last book, is a book that I've seen all over BookTube. So many people love it, so many people hate it, so many people in the middle. Like, it is just hyped to the max. And I decided it was time to see what I thought about it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. So many people like different opinions about this, and I really loved Caraval, and people compare it to Caraval, and they say that's why they don't like Caraval, because it's not as good as this. I'm curious. Look, you guys, like, I could barely fit. All of the books I bought on one full shelf fit. These are all the books that I just did. I can't even pick that up. That's crazy. So have you read any of these? Let me know which one I should get to first. I'm really excited about a lot of them, and a lot of them I've already read, so which is good, right? But I do want to reread most of the ones that I've already read. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I will leave Rosie's link down below. She has not made a video yet, but I think that I'm going to try to talk her into doing a haul for the books that she bought for her first video, and we'll see if I can convince her of that. If so, her channel is linked down below. Definitely go check her out, see if she's posted it. If she hasn't, hit her up on Twitter and tell her I said that she needs to record a book haul. But that's all I have for you today. So until next time, have a great day wherever you are, and I love you. Bye.